It's the NFL on EA Sports. And everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Lions and the Saints under the lights on Sunday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots, and this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. It's a blast.
So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the man who played his college ball in Berkeley, the former Cal Bear, their rookie quarterback.
It's hard to believe after this guy's performance last week that they were still able to come away with a victory, and I give him a lot of credit. When we sat down with him this week, he put all the blame on himself. He said, listen, we're lucky we won. I nearly cost our team a great chance to come away with a victory, and I need to be better. So I think after the week he's had in practice, the confidence they feel coming into this week's game, I expect a lot better performance after last week's rough outing.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Taking off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time. They try Gibbs. And he will dive into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Lions who have the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Hill drops to throw. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The left side into the hands of Olave. And he's into the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Badgley's extra point is good. The Saints come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Lions offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point in the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title. Oh, what a throw, slinging it across his body and complete. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We're back to Seattle after this. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. 3rd down, 3 to go. Here's a run with their tight end. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now this time they'll look to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Point after now from Dicker. He gets it to go, and the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. Now, faking the give. Off he goes. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On now for fourth down, Trenton Gill will punt it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll keep it on the ground here again. He'll work forward for a couple. Willie Gay with the stop. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. One more time. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get the conversion here on third down. He'll bring this up to the 33-yard line. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports halftime report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Caleb Williams leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. 2 touchdown catches in the victory. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one on target to Olave. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's taken in by Shakir. Here's 3rd and 7. Incomplete. The Saints will punt this one away. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30, but that is good enough for a first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. 2nd and 7. Straight ahead with Gibbs. He's inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Kicker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. First and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. They face 2nd down and 7. A throw on the move is caught. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's to the sideline where he finds Olave. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Saints. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Significant moment here for the Saints as they will try the 2-point conversion. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll bring up second down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick slant caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's third down and a few inches. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up at about the 42. A run here with Gibbs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 27.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Back to the air one more time. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Back to the air again on 2nd. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. So it's a win here for the Lions. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen. Our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.